Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Clemson Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Got a man, it's Williams. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The sure hands, it's Moore. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Beck. Completes it in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The give from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds the tight end. There he goes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Becht. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. Finds some room. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They want to run this quarterback.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Knowles. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation. Wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits. Perfect job.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to...
Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. The give on the option. Turning it on. Big time time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And they stop it just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Kelly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Beck. Got his man. Gets away from one, finds room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man out of the backfield. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Baylor. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The sure hands, it's Etienne. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
From the gun, give on the inside. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Right on target this time. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Thought he had it and couldn't get him through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Breaks into the open. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Good enough.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They take the lead with the 6.
wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kelly. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they hit it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The hand to the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Trying play action. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On the option. They go to the ground. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown Ducks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. Facial connection. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Clemson jumps to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do...
He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The play action fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave, but I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch him. There's so many ways to use him, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Looking deep. Got it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results because everything else ain't working anyway.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. this slightly forward defense played it well.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Hands it off. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. And we're all tied up, and who's in the mood for a dramatic finish, fellas? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Georgia State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. And we'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback in decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good! And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Finds his tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. He gets out of bounds. 27 seconds left. It'll be 1st down.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And that is another 1st down.
Last chance coming up. The ball hits the ground, and this